I'm Lance Nilsson.
And who am I again? Alex Tabrizi.
Good. And together we are the Naked Filmmakers. We're going to be doing a blog not just about our own film but about other films on Kickstarter over the next couple of months, and every week over the next 8 weeks we're going to tell you what our favourite top 5 projects are on Kickstarter, film projects which we think you should sponsor. Now, not only that, but every week we're going to have an attempt to try and sponsor them ourselves. We're going to purchase a load of scratch cards from our shop up the road, and if we get any prizes of over 10 grand, because 10 grand is what we're looking for in our own campaign, we're going to pledge that week to give some money to each of the 5 projects that we talk about, our own money. Because we like these projects, we think other people should back them, and if we had the money we would back them ourselves. So we're going to talk about our top 5, and then we're going to scratch these live for you on film to see if we've won any money, not just for our own film, but for these 5 films as well. Okay, so the first one, Norman. So Norman is a science fiction feature film. It's a project made by Joel Guzzo,
Something like that, yeah.
Zolo. Maybe we can go larger on the trailer here. And he's been making this movie for about 2 years. Alex, tell me why you liked this. Why you liked Norman?
I thought the pitch was good. It's got that kind of whole, you're with your friends over the summer, you've got a camcorder and some, some bits and pieces, and why not do a film, in your garage or
in a basement, or in a friend's basement.
Friend's basement.
In a friend's basement, not just for one summer, but for 2 years. Yeah, I know how that goes, mate. Can I borrow a piece of space just for a couple of weeks? 2 years later, we're still filming in your house. I really liked it as well. I think it looks great. I like sci-fi, I like time travel, I like different dimensions, this kind of thing. I love the way it's got all these different environments. You've got stuff shot in the desert, you've got stuff in snow. Looks really good, looks really interesting. And I really like the guy's passion. He's not a quitter. Been doing this project for 2 years. I think at one point he said, "I'm this close to finishing," but what his voice was really saying was, "I'm this close to cracking, but I'm nearly there." And fair play to you, Joel. I really like the look of this film, mate. And if I have some money, I'll give you the money to complete it. So we'll see if we can win you some money. Anything else we want to say about Norman? No, let's move on. Okay, so let's move on. So our second choice, was Warriors of Kittree. Warriors of Kittree is an animated feature by this guy called Michael Johnson. Tell us a bit about Warriors of Kittree, Alex.
So it's this guy, I guess he's a CGI artist, and himself has put all this project together. Tatooine. In his just with a computer. I think it's by himself, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's impressive right off the bat. It looks really well rounded. It looks like a proper Hollywood feature film. You can still, there are some minor details you can kind of see. It's quite not there yet, but the look of it is amazing. You can see on the big TV as well. Yeah,
I mean, he stated quite clearly his objective was to make a film on his own, and to prove what could be done by one guy with the tools readily available on the internet, and see what he could do at home. And his kind of big thing in his pitch was that soon there's going to be animation studios with 3-4 guys making films just as good as Pixar. And if Pixar haven't given him a job, they should. But I mean, it kind of looks like Avatar. I guess it's kind of set on an alien world, and there's sort of tribe rivalry and this sort of thing. You don't find out too much about the story. It's all done with music. But I mean, fair play to him. Just the fact that he was one guy on his own, really, I think he deserved a place in our top 5. And he's not anywhere close to his goal yet, guys. This is one of the ones. Some of our ones that we're looking at are very close to their goal, but this guy clearly isn't. Yeah. And so he's got 18 backers so far. He needs quite a few more backers. He's got 15 days to go. Yeah, so he needs some to support Michael Johnson because he's a one-man army, and you know, fair play to him. Now, number 3 on our top 5. This was low-budget ethnic movie. This was one of the first ones we looked at when we were researching for our own Kickstarter, which is, by the way, how this whole idea came about. And let's go large on this trailer. This is a sort of a, how would you describe this film, Alex? Like a rom-com?
It kind of starts off that way. It kind of in a comic way. He's obviously, you know, he's playing that to the camera. It's a bit about himself.
This is Daniel Yoon, not this lady, but the guy that we just saw in the car. Daniel Yoon, he's the main driving force behind Low Budget Ethnic Movie, and he wanted to, didn't he? He sort of wanted to break away, didn't he, from the stereotypes of some.
Yeah, I can't quite put it in a category yet, like a genre, but it seems to be kind of comedy, a bit of soul searching. Seems to be some kind of journey there that the characters are going through, and it's a kind of like tackles kind of modern dilemmas, kind of 21st century problems
within a sort of ethnic cultural mix.
Yeah.
His character has a Korean background. I think he falls in love with this lady. Then we've got this guy as well, who's kind of got some love dilemmas going on. Now this project has already, I think it hasn't hit its target yet, and it's only got hours to go. 50
hours.
So by the time you see this video, it may already be too late, because it's only going to have about a day to go when this goes live. But we really liked it, Daniel. Fair play to you. I think it looked really funny, touching, moving, lots of things in one film, which I really like. And I like films that don't necessarily fit into a genre, even though, you know, you feel it is a comedy. But I think it's a lot more than that. Beautifully shot as well, and Yoon himself is clearly quite a good actor as well, actually, from the clips that we've seen. So Hollywood should look out for him, perhaps, and cast him in something, give him a good job.
I like this as well. This kind of shows the origins of kind of his style, I suppose.
Yeah, that's right, from some of the stuff he shot when he was younger, and the influences also of his own family and upbringing into the project. Okay, so let's go on to our next choice, number 2, which Blue. Now Blue, I think we need to go further down because this is not the trailer we want to see. So we want to scroll down, and I think it's the next trailer. Here we go. I think we already got it in the right place. Just if we play this. This is Blue. Go big screen on that. This is all. Looks like it's pretty much been shot. I think they're looking for money for post-production. And it's, Alex, you want to say what it's about?
It's a kind of outcast, fish out of water film. It's with this guy who's the colour blue is his skin, his face, and I don't know if he lives in the woods or alone, but he's very much an outcast in this kind of small American town. I think North Carolina.
Strikes up a friendship with this young lady, who I think has an abusive father, who's played by Kenny Johnson from The Shield, who's one of my favourite actors. Love The Shield and really like Kenny Johnson. And they were quite lucky in the same way that we've got lucky with a couple of sort of bigger names in our film. They also managed to secure Dale Dye, who's normally a military advisor, and here's Kenny Johnson here. But he's playing like a sort of a grumpy man in the town. Here's Dale Dye now, coming up, and that's quite good that they got both Dale Dye, they got Kenny Johnson, and they got Kelly McGillis from Top Gun, no less. Here she is, to sort of play the various other characters who don't like the guy and sort of resent his presence and resent the friendship in the town, but actually he's really the good guy. I like the look of it. Really nicely shot, quite sort of film I'd like to make, which is one of the things I liked about it. Deals with kind of some fairly contentious issues. The two main guys on that were Carl Shulin and Charles Huddleston is the director. They've already got 23,000, so they're pretty close to their goal. They've only got 7 days to go, but we really liked it, so we flagged that up as our number 2. But our number 1 choice. Blame. Now, this is a very interesting movie. It's got It's already reached its target. Can we go big screen on this? Down. I think we might need to scroll down a bit. And this is a film which I think they should be making. And this is about violence in schools. This is about shootings in schools. And they hadn't shot much of the project at the time, and they have already hit their target, but they still have some days to go. And I definitely think you should be putting your money into this film. I would give them the whole budget if I had the money. The premise is that there's a woman waiting outside the school for news of whether her son is alive or whether he's one of the victims, and gradually she comes to realise, here we are, that maybe her son is the person who's actually committed the shootings. And I thought that on its own is an absolutely fantastic premise for a movie. And there was another one on Kickstarter. This is Caitlin Shearer, who's the main driving force, I think, behind the film, writer, director, and I mean, they talk about the movie. Like I said, the movie has not been shot yet, but just I thought the premise was so strong. This is, I think it's a dual directing team, so there's two of them directing. This is Ellen Santana. Yeah, that for me was our #1 choice. It was my #1 choice out of the top 5. Alex, which was your favourite? Did you like this one the most? Or?
Yeah, I did. I think it had the strongest premise for sure. Really gripping story. I mean, the title alone, I think, grabbed us. Yeah, that's what made us click on the link, wasn't it? To begin with.
Yeah,
so
good title. They had a strong poster.
Yeah, strong.
It's quite a young team as well. I like the fact that the team are all very young, like us.
Yeah,
very young, and younger than us. They're a bit younger than us. But they're very passionate about it, and there isn't really many clips to show you. They've just done that little trailer, but because it's such a very visceral topic in America at the minute with the shootings that have happened in the schools, and there was another pitch for a similar film, but the way that the pitch was done was nowhere near as good as this, even though quite a bit of the film had been shot, and that one didn't make it in our top 5. This one did. So now we're going to see if we can win some money. So we have some scratch cards here, and if we get over £10,000, English pounds that is, by the way, which is about like £1 is like $7 or something, then we're going to give these 5 films some money. So we're going to scratch those now. So Alex, would you like to scratch the big 4 million down one, see if we can fund our next 5 movies? And I'm going to do. I'll do the weedier.
Do we need a close up kind of?
Well, we'll do a shot of each one. Okay, so I'm scratching now. I've not got anything on the first game. We're going for the second game. I need to get a diamond to win something. I haven't got a diamond. Now I've got to get 3 of the same. No. Okay, so that one I'm afraid not even a £2 thing, which would buy us a beer. So now we've spent £10 on these, in case you're wondering. So you might be thinking, wow, that's a waste of £10. Yeah, it kind of is, but it's sort of, you can look at it as the cost to make this fun video, to find our top 5. We've won £2. We've won £2. There's a beer down the pub, £2 on this one. That's not going towards any of the films, including our film. We need to get a big prize to do that. So nothing on that?
Doesn't seem to be, no.
Okay, and on this one we've won 3 of the same, nothing. So on this one we have won £2. I'm just going to check Alex's 4 million quid thing, because you know he might be trying to off with it. So hang on. So you've got what you got to do on the first game here. If 2 in a row add up to 10, you win a prize. Is that right? If the 2 numbers add up to 10.
Yeah.
None of those numbers add up to 10. Okay. If your weighs more than theirs, no. Okay. So yeah, you're right. We basically didn't win anything. Okay, so we've got one more. It's not over yet. We saved this little £100,000 card until last. There's 2 little games on here, so I'll do the first one. Hey, look, we've won £5 on this one.
Excellent.
Yeah, we've won, just here, we've won £5, so that's £7. So if we win on the last game on the top, we might actually get our £10 back. Let's see. This is Blame again, I think, still running in the background.
It's number 1.
Number 1, our number 1 choice, so yeah, why not run it again? Anything? 3 of the same.
3 to win.
3 of the same. 300,000 would be good.
No.
No. Okay, so no luck this week, Filmmakers, but we'll be back with another blog next week. So follow us at the Naked Filmmakers. Follow Grease the Movie on Facebook. That's our own film. It's called The Journey. You can follow The Journey on Twitter at Grease the Movie as well. And we're going to have our own blog up pretty soon, and our own Kickstarter campaign for The Journey. So check that out, and fellow filmmakers, if you can support us with £10, that'd be great. We're doing our best to promote your films. We love these films. These are great pictures. Congratulations to you. We really hope they're successful. If we can get you some money, we will. We'll see you next week.